Welcome to the 20th BOH Cameronian Arts Awards on set. My name is Foo Chi Wei, and today I would like to introduce the nominee for Best Set and Visual Design in the Theatre category. Today we have Nawfal from Love is a Motion Picture and Gan Easee from the Swan Song. Welcome on set, everyone. What is the Swan Song and what is Love in Motion Picture about?
So the story is about two actors having a conversations at the midnight in the costume room.
And for
Love is a
Motion Picture,
it's about men talking to a character inside the television, and then with I think it's around 18 character in the television, and the character inside the television is a movie character. So we select some of the movie to become one whole narrative of the stories. So dia macam cerita about this. He lost his wife, so how he cope with his loss. So through the movies.
so how do you come about using that storyline to create the set? Because the set for me, it felt like a personal living space, and it somehow reminiscent of a previous production that you have, you know. So that one was more of a little boy's room, and it's very personal as well. And I like all the detail that you put into it. Yeah. So how do you actually conceptualize the whole thing?
First of all, of course we study about the character to create the space for the characters. So I love personal space. It's like a bit of me inside it. So how are you creating your own world of personal space there? And basically it's about character itself, how I study about character, the hobbies of the characters, what the needs, the interests, and the history of the character, and then I combine it all together and put in visual.
I see. And for you, what about that? Because it's a Chekhov story.
Yes.
So how do you bring that story to this new contemporary time? You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for this time, we purposely changed the setting to a Malaysia performing arts center. So it's a two-sided stage. So our location is Kuala Lumpur Performing Arts Theatre, KL part. instead of the famous KL PAC. So in this costume room, we have a 5 meters costume wall, 3 layer. So we want to make it like the costume room that we always see in the theatre. So it's a combination of the costume and the props. So the black box theatre, so cover with the 2 costume wall, and then surround with all the props, all the costume, all the things that we will use for the stage. So audience will looks like this is a behind the scene of a stage. And everything we change to, even we also have the stage manager to act in the play. Even I also have the security to act in the play.
Real security.
Because it's midnight. It's real security. It's the KLPAC security. They come in and knock the door, say, hey, now it's midnight already, go back. So it's very real. It's like real happens. It's a real story, like very intimate with the other audience.
What made you decide in that direction?
Because I always want to do a play about Malaysian or about performing arts. And normally we do a play is like because we want to fit the audience needs. But this time I want to do something is like for our artists, for performing arts. That's why I choose the story of about the actor.
So your set is actually breaking the fourth wall, so to speak, lah.
Yes. And so everyone is inside
so we bring us inside, but we're also inside a theatre. So a set inside a set.
And also because we want to have actually we have 2 storylines. One is the 2 actors storyline. The other one is a radio station storyline.
Yes.
The radio station is about 2 characters, Olga and Mickey. Actually, they are the Chekhov's first love and Chekhov's wife. So we have 2 spaces cross each other. So in the audience seat 2-sided, we also have the 2 radio stations inside the audience seat. So the audience is like you are inside. It's like immersive theatre. So you are in the set, yeah.
I must ask you though, when I was watching it, because the way that you set the audience, I end up seeing one side of it, and it's very hard for me to go to see the other side. But when I want to do that, but I just felt it, I just go like this, did anybody complain about that situation, or do you purposely do that, and why did you do that?
Yeah, because we purposely do that because you want the audience to have the choice. So you can choose what you want to see. And from different perspective, it's like the play. The play also about the two actors. They are arguing or debating what is the good acting or what is bad acting. Yeah, so for audience, you can choose what is the good view or what is the bad view. And from that side, you can look at the story from different angle.
Yeah, interesting. It's as interesting as yours because when I was watching you, I felt a bit like a voyeur because it felt like I'm watching somebody's personal space. And I felt a bit embarrassed sometimes that, do I enjoy it too much? Am I enjoying it too much? But how did you actually get the actor to actually leave that space? Because he was natural in it. Yeah, is that the intention?
Yes, it's the intention. The process is the process with the actor. Actually, I like to. The idea is also come from the actor. So I told him, I asked him kalau if you have a space, how it gonna look like. So he also creating and gives some ideas of. Especially the composition of the set and the space lah. So are you comfortable sofa like this? Are you comfortable the kitchens over here?
So it is his personal space in that way.
Yes, in that way. Yeah. So it's a two-way design. Something like that.
That's good. It's more alive. Yeah. I prefer something like that. It's more collaborative, so the person will feel more comfortable living in that space and play that. So because it's a very personal and very story about somebody's own space. When I watch it, I felt like because it's a set, we can't get out of anywhere so easily. It felt like I was in pandemic lockdown situation. So do you find any hindrance or any technical problem in doing that? Because it is restrictive.
I think, the difficult part is how to make everything's details because it's very close to the audience. It's very intimate.
It's really,
it's like a few feet from the audience. The reason I do that is like because I want the audience to look, because the story is not just come from the dialogue, but it's come from the visual itself.
Yes.
That's why the detailing is like very challenge for me.
It's part of the storytelling.
Yes, it's a part of storytelling. So everything you put on set, the audience can see like that. Yeah.
That's not dissimilar than yours though. Yours also, it's the set itself part of the storytelling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also
it's a narrative.
Narrative.
Yeah.
And the challenge is like we need to have the 5 meters costume wall.
Okay.
Because they need the mechanism to it's almost like all the shows like happen in the KLPSC. We bring all the costume to the stage already. So it's the mechanism is very hard. To make it sustain. And also one of the challenges because the Swan Song we run for 2 weeks. So in between 2 weeks we have a production called Three Sisters. So which means from the week 1 after the Sunday we need to bump out everything.
Oh.
It's continuous.
And then for Three Sisters, then on the Friday onwards, we bump in again. Everything is like 99%. Is the same as the week 1. Only one thing is the mirror broke.
That's 1%.
1% miss.
Okay. What were some of the objects or elements that were used to highlight the theme for the story?
For the Swan Song, we choose the light bulb. Even from the poster, you can see, because our tagline is never too late to shine. So the light can represent the
It's
hope.
quite dim. Yeah. So it's purposeful.
It's purposely. Yeah, because we want to make it like imperfect. So sometimes in reality, nothing is always perfect. So there's time they will dim, there will time they will bright. And this is like also the hope of the actors, also the hope for people. Because even for our costume design, the t-shirts, the merchandise, we also have a light bulb at our heart area here. So it's like never too late to shine. So do what you love what you do. Because in the characters, right, the young one, because he got a disease, so he need to resign. He's very young. And the old, this is 2 characters. One is called young, one is called old. the old, yeah, young and old. So the young, he worked very hard. He want to become an actor. So he worked very hard, but he never get any single awards, like no recognition. But the old characters, he loved performing. He loved to like show himself. He get a lot of applause, the flowers. Everyone like him. So he think his acting method is the right method. So the conversation is like they are discussing like what is the good acting, what is the bad acting, and what is the audience want. Yeah.
And for you, what is the main object or element that you use to highlight the theme of the story? Would you say the TV?
Yes, the TV. Yeah, and then another element that, personal element that I would like to highlight is the balloons.
The balloons. Oh yes, the
The
balloons.
balloons flying up.
What is significant of that?
It's how you move on if you lost someone. You have that strength to keep moving on.
It's like the floating lantern.
Yeah.
Okay, releasing of that. Oh,
But of
wow.
course, the main object is the television because the television is the a main character for this story.
You think the television is the reality or is the past?
It's both. It's both. Yeah, it's from past and also reality.
Yeah.
Current.
Because that's interesting because before that I was just watching the player itself, the actor. But later on realized, oh no, there's a significance of that television going on, Then you can't help but suddenly look into television. Then I have to stop myself because I'm coming to see a live play.
That's the main problem.
I don't want to look at the television.
That is our main concern. Where how to balance between television and the real play on stage. So I don't know, but of course, some of the audience feel like it's quite balanced. Some of the audience, if they love movie very much, of course they will gonna just look at the movie scenes instead of live performance. So there's a pro and con.
So how do you strike the balance though? If you
it's how. Oh, this is like directing perspective. Like I'm confused. I'm supposed to talk about set. Okay, the composition of the television is very important as well, so that it's balanced between life and also what happened on the television scene. Yeah, and then that's why we choose all the televisions like very small size instead of wide, big size. Yeah.
That's interesting because I've seen it. I was thinking they must choose this television for a certain purpose because they all consider retro already, right?
Yeah. So and that one is purposely.
They're not flat screen.
Yeah. Some of it is flat screen if you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they're more like computer screen, but they're flat screen.
It is.
It is computer screen.
It's one of it is computer screen and one is a flat screen.
Okay.
Kantoi. But I think that is how people watching television. Sometimes people use monitor instead of television.
That's true. Yeah. From your observation, then, has set and visual design evolved in the past decade?
From my side, I started to play with technologies because before this, I don't like to use technologies in my set design.
When you say technology, what do you mean?
Using television, using projection, using all those technology things. Because I like practical effect instead of technology effect.
Can you explain to our audience what is practical effect?
Practical effect, example like if you want, if the scene is like fire scene, instead of using technologies like mapping and all that, I use lighting like that, or anything that very practical. Like that.
Can you talk a little bit about mapping?
Mapping. I'm not expert in mapping, but it's very interesting to use it,
to utilize
it, because nowadays people love to have technology in the performance.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing? What do you think?
It depends on
The product itself.
needs,
isn't
the
it?
needs
the
of the-
artistic, the artistic
and the
way.
concept.
Because in the dramas, in the Eternal Chekhov drama seasons, actually we have two plays. One is Seagull, one is Swan Song. For the Seagull, actually we're using Pentas one, but we didn't use the audience seats. We make it as a two. On the stage performance, we built another set of audience seats. So it's a two.
The audience has to choose, you know. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, but they can still sit on the audience seat, is it?
The normal one you only open from A to like G only, like 6 rows only. So you can choose you want to watch the reality or you want to watch the dream. So that side also we have two-sided. Yes.
So audience to choose. I watch in another screen, then you see shadow going on.
Yeah. So it's like two play happening at the same time.
But what about Swan Song? We're talking
Swan
about
Song.
Swan
Yeah. So I'm saying it's like you can see the set design is all it's like revolutions now. Because we also want to like for Swan Song we want to try to break the four walls, like we say, because it's black box. Black box we can play everything. So yeah, for this one we also like I say we want to break the four walls. So actually before the show, for the announcement, we already make the stage manager also part of the performance. So audience will come in 7:45, the play already start. So even the how announcement also inside the play. So you will never know like the play start already.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing for people, but I love it because I was sitting there chuckling away because I saw people confused, you know, like. That I like when you play with the audience as well. You know, I like there's a set that's a bit not conventional that you play with the, but sometimes I think that it need to be very clear. It needs to be very clear for the audience. So they end up if they have to think too much or they have to move too much, they might lose the plot. Yeah. And would that happen with yours though? Were you worried about that for yours? Not really, because the audience never need to move. But the audience were very close. The first row is like very close.
And then another things that it's not interactive like your play. So
it is still interactive because why? Our eyes have to go to this screen, that screen, that screen. It is.
Yes. It is slightly interactive. And also, we also put we ask the audience to, after at the end of the performance, we ask the audience to come closer to the set to understand more the stories. It's like you going to the gallery and look all the artwork.
I totally refused the invitation because I felt like I'm trespassing into somebody's private space. So I said, okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, that's all we have for today. I think we have a fun session now. Thank you, Nawfal and Gan, and congratulations again on your nomination. Thank you for watching today with us.